Oh, here we go. Breaking news, guys. Drake Maye is not at the opening portion of Patriots practice. The media is allowed to see the warm-ups and kind of everybody stretching, getting ready, kind of to seeing who's at practice. And the one specific player that they did not see was the starting quarterback of the Pats, Drake Maye. And I will say, this is extremely, and I mean extremely concerning. Why? Well, because the starting quarterback is not at practice. This is not something that is just, he's just not going to show up. No. The Super Bowl is 9 days away. If he was okay, then he would be showing up to practice like everything is fine. Because if you're not at the stretching portion, what could you possibly be doing? This is extremely concerning. And now the light bulbs have gone on. You can put it at DEFCON 4, 5, whatever you want to say. But obviously his shoulder is bothering him. But this is why you subscribe to the channel. We got the tweet literally 30 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. It does not matter. We get it for you as soon as possible, as quick as possible. So go ahead and hit that sub button right now. This news, you can see right here, 1:07 p.m. Eastern Time, 12:07 Central, from Mark Daniels that Drake Maye is not here at practice. 12:07? Yes, 12:07 Central. Yes. Oh, 7 Eastern. Okay, yes, because it's not even 12:07 on the Central Time. Anyway, that's the first session that he's missed all season long. It was not rest. It was literally the first practice through all 21 weeks of the season. There's a chance he joins the team late for when the media is not there, but very noteworthy that he is not there at the start of practice. And also gave a little bit of extra updates. Alex Austin was missing, Robert Spillane with that ankle injury, Thayer Mumford with the knee injury, and also Harold Landry with that knee. And like I said, if he was truly okay, if his shoulder was fine, this would not be a storyline. We would see him at practice. We would see him getting ready. And that is extremely, and I mean, like the light bulbs, the flashing lights are going off in my head like, oh my God, is he really hurt? Did he try to throw and he couldn't throw? And then, of course, you see Mike Reiss asking the question, would Mike Vrabel keep Maye out of view of the media just to have a little fun? Because everybody on Twitter is like, everybody calm down. Calm down. This is all type of strategy. This is Mike Vrabel trying to be like Bill Belichick, trying to play chess, not checkers. Well, I would just say this. I don't think it's for strategy, because if he was beat up and if he was fully healthy, then he'd be out there on the field. This is the first time, guys, that he has not practiced this season. And no, this isn't just some regular season game that the Patriots are trying to kind of prepare for. No, this is the Super Bowl, the biggest game of everybody's career. This is his first Super Bowl that he is going to be a part of. This isn't like Tom Brady, where he's played in multiple 10 Super Bowls. No, he has to get as prepared as possible, as ready as possible, be with the team, play game plan with the team. And now he's not going to be out there. I truly don't think it's for strategy. Maybe it's for rest, possibly. But, I mean, when you look at the injury report from yesterday, you could see this was the first time that Drake Maye has showed up on the injury report with that right shoulder injury. And Wednesday, they did not practice. It was kind of that estimated kind of injury report. But then on Thursday, he was limited. And I will say, like, at practice yesterday, well, he didn't throw to the media. The media saw him out there, and he just kind of stood there. He kind of sat around and was stretching, but the media did not see him throw a football. And that is a little concerning in the least, but at least he was at practice. And the nice note from Mike Reiss, which I kind of think was, hey, we're going to do strategy here, was none of the QBs threw the football. And the question was, well, has this been a kind of thing all season long? And nobody could seem to look and make sure that this was kind of the Patriots' plan all season, that none of the quarterbacks truly throw at practice. I will say, they were taking pictures of Drake Maye at practice yesterday, and you see right there, he's lifting his shoulders up. So clearly it's not completely hindering him. So, because obviously if you have a bad shoulder, you don't want to be lifting it up. But he's not at practice. And you got to be at practice, my man. You got to get ready because, like I said before, this is the Super Bowl. This is the Super Bowl. It's just going to be another storyline, and there's just going to be every question, because I didn't want to talk about this because I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal, but obviously it is. And with 9 days away, your starting quarterback, if we have to see Josh Dobbs, this isn't like, oh, we have morale. No, you can kiss that any chance of winning a Super Bowl goodbye. So are you concerned about Drake Maye not being at practice? Give me a Y for yes or give me an N for no down in the comments section. Some positive things to look at is he has spoken to the media. He was doing everything normal that every single healthy player has done. And you can see pictures kind of talking to the media, which we'll get to in a second. But first, we're back in the Super Bowl, guys. And even though if Drake Maye is hurt, I still expect him to play in the Super Bowl. And obviously, he's going to be the franchise quarterback for years to come. So get your shirts today. We designed the t-shirt ourselves, and if you want to support the channel, we have sold almost 80. I think we've passed 80. Let's get to 100. Chatsports.com/wearback for your Patriot shirts. I wore it on the show yesterday. It's nice. It's comfortable. It's comfort color. So you wash it once, that's going to last you a long time because Drake Maye is going to be here for a long time. Once again, that'll be in the comments and description of today's video. Chatsports.com/wearback. So let's get into it, kind of what happened yesterday. And if Maye did not speak to the media, then I would be really, really concerned. But Vrabel and also Drake went to the podium. And here's what Mike Vrabel had to say when he was asked the question of, do you think this is going to be a concern? And obviously, he could be lying, but I don't believe that he's lying. And he said, no, I don't think so, not much. I try not to have a whole lot of concern. I just want to prepare the football team, make sure that everybody's ready, that we all have a plan, not to surprise anybody, and make sure that our guys are focusing on first and second down plan. We tried to map out the week here, week and a half, and not look at the end of it. But our focus is what we can do today and try to learn our opponent, be ready on first and second down. And then after, literally right after, Drake Maye went to the podium. And of course, the first question that he was asked was, well, how's your shoulder? He said it feels good. And then they asked him, well, what is going on with you? Is everything okay? And this is exactly what the question was. Will your throwing ability be affected in the Super Bowl? And he said it directly. No, I don't think so. That's why you spend time. That's why you have trainers. It's a long season. Things come up. Well, this is complete turn from what we did yesterday, because if it wasn't affecting you, don't you think you'd be at practice today? I get it. You're 9 days away, but you still should be out there. And Maye did say, the media didn't see him throw, but obviously the closed portion of practice, he said he did throw at practice yesterday, but if he's not practicing today, you got to have a reason. And I will say the one thing that everybody can look at throughout the entire year, and also you saw it with Hunter Henry, how he got a couple days rest, which he came back to practice today but did not practice yesterday. But on the injury report, it said rest. He's known for giving players rest. There's still 9 days until the Super Bowl. But this is very, very, very concerning to say the least. And I will make note, in about 20 to 30 minutes, Mike Vrabel is going to step on that podium, and then the Patriots media members are going to be allowed in the locker room. And if Drake Maye is not there, then the light bulbs, the sirens have to start ringing. But it's got to be a talking point. Has to be a little bit of concern that he is not at practice, guys. It's massive. It is massive. Your starting quarterback should be out there on the field. Sam Darnold is dealing with an oblique injury. He is still out there on the field. It's something to keep an eye on. It's a developing story, and we'll got you covered. But let's not jinx it. Let's give Drake Maye some good vibes. He's our starting quarterback. If we want to get the 7th ring, he's going to have to play. So go ahead, spam down in the comments. Spam your 10s. I want to see the whole entire comment section flooded with 10s, giving them good vibes, because I hope everything is going to be okay. And when we hear from Vrabel talking to the podium, you know we got you covered here on Patriots Today. Hopefully he says nothing and says, this is a whole nothing burger. We just gave him a set of rest because they're going to practice all next week. But you know we got you covered, so make sure you hit that sub button so you do not miss a thing on Drake Maye's shoulder. And as always, let's go Pats.